Every time you sip orange juice, you're tasting a global journey. That one bottle may come from an orange harvested just 24 hours earlier, scanned by machines that process 1 million fruits an hour, and packed with enough vitamin C to boost your day in a single gulp. Let's follow this vibrant fruit from grove to glass and see the magic behind its sweetness. Did you know oranges are one of the most consumed fruits in the world? Each year, the world produces over 75 million tons of oranges. That's heavier than all the elephants on Earth combined. And a medium orange, 130G, packs around 70–90 milligrams of vitamin C, enough to boost your immunity for the whole day. Not all oranges are orange. In warm climates, ripe oranges can stay green. Some are even dyed to meet shopper expectations. Did you know oranges are grown on almost every continent where the sun shines bright? From the vast orchards of Brazil, the world's top orange producer, to sunny groves in the US, Spain, and even Egypt. Orange farming spans over 3 million hectares worldwide. In harvesting seasons, some modern farms use specialized picking machines. These machines can move row by row through massive orchards, collecting up to 20 tons of oranges per day. That's roughly 150,000 oranges, carefully gathered with minimal waste. But not everything is automated. In many regions, oranges are still picked by hand. Skilled workers carefully snip each fruit from the branch. One person can hand pick up to 1,500 oranges in a single day. After leaving the orchards, the oranges arrive at the factory in giant truckloads, often carrying 20 to 25 tons of fruit at a time. So, what happens after the oranges leave the orchard? Well, this is where the magic continues inside the orange processing plant. First, they go through massive water channels, where thousands of oranges are rinsed at once, removing dirt, leaves, and dust from the field. Next, powerful air blowers dry the oranges. These machines spin and blow warm air, drying hundreds of oranges per minute. Next, fast-moving conveyors carry the fruit, while experienced workers inspect them for flaws the machines might miss. Their sharp eyes can check thousands of oranges per shift. But here's where it gets mind-blowing. The fruit enters the high-tech scan zone. Each orange passes under multi-angle cameras and infrared sensors. In milliseconds, the system scans for color, size, shape, weight, and even subtle skin defects invisible to the human eye. Some advanced factories can scan and sort up to 300 oranges per second. That's more than 1 million oranges per hour. The fruit is automatically sorted into different lanes: small, medium, large, or sent for juicing if it doesn't meet visual standards. Once sorted, it's time to pack. Then comes packing. Robotic arms gently place the best oranges into cartons, rotating each fruit for the perfect fit. They align them like jewels, smooth, symmetrical, spotless. Oranges are also packed in bright, breathable mesh bags, the kind you've probably grabbed at the grocery store without a second thought. They're practical, easy to carry, and perfect for everyday shoppers. But in places like Japan, where presentation is everything, premium oranges are still packed by hand. Workers delicately turn and position each orange into gift boxes one by one. Some luxury orange gift sets can sell for over $100 USD per box. Finally, the packed boxes are lifted and stacked by towering robotic cranes moving with high precision. Some of the high-tech warehouses can hold over 10,000 tons of fruit at once. That's equivalent to more than 100 million oranges, just waiting to travel the world. From there, they're shipped to markets in Japan, Germany, South Korea, Canada, and of course, the United States. Not all oranges make it to the box, some become delicious bottled juice instead. First, the oranges are juiced by industrial extractors capable of processing up to 20,000 oranges per hour. The peel, seeds, and pulp are separated, leaving only the golden, flavorful juice. Before bottling, the juice undergoes strict quality checks to ensure every batch is consistently fresh and delicious. Then, the real magic happens: automated bottling. Thousands of bottles, plastic or glass, are filled, sealed, and labeled in a flash. It's mesmerizing to watch. Here's a fun fact. In some high-speed factories, oranges are harvested, juiced, and bottled within just 24 hours. The result? Sweet, slightly tangy juice like it was freshly squeezed right into your glass. fresh, juicy, ready to brighten someone's day. So the next time you peel one open, remember it's not just a fruit. It's a journey of sunshine, science, and a little magic. Thanks for watching and see you next time. What if we told you there's a fish so ancient it swam with dinosaurs, so massive it can reach 15 feet long, and so bizarre it breathes air like you and me? Meet the arapaima, the freshwater giant of the Amazon. In this video, we'll follow the arapaima's journey from the murky waters of the Amazon through traditional and modern fishing methods to high-tech processing lines. You'll discover how this river monster, which can live up to 20 years, is now being farmed, sold, and why conservationists are racing to protect it from overfishing. This is the untold story of one of the world's most mind-blowing fish. Meet the arapaima, one of the Amazon's most jaw-dropping residents. This prehistoric-looking giant is one of the largest freshwater fish in the world. They can grow up to 15 feet long and weigh up to 440 pounds. Did you know that it breathes air? Yep. Unlike most fish, the arapaima gills are so small that it takes in air using a modified swim bladder that opens into the fish's mouth and acts as a lung. This means they swallow air from the surface and then use it to absorb oxygen, so it can hang out in oxygen-poor waters or even survive up to 24 hours out of water. With its coppery green head, black body, red tail, and vacuum-powered gulper feeding strategy, this fish doesn't just look cool, it is cool. It's a top predator that dines on fish, insects, fruit, and sometimes even snatches birds or monkeys from trees. Oh, and when it comes to parenting, arapaimas take it to the next level. The dads actually carry the babies in their mouths for protection until the fish get a bit older. Such devoted fishy parents. Believe it or not, there are places around the world where people are actually farming these freshwater giants. Yes, real-life arapaima farms. If you're curious about how people raise these massive, drop a comment and let us know. Wild arapaima fishing is a dramatic, high-stakes game, and it's all because of one unique trait. Arapaimas have to surface to breathe air. That's right, these river monsters can't just hide in the depths forever. Traditional fishers take advantage of this by waiting patiently with harpoons in hand. When an arapaima comes up for air, it's struck with a barbed harpoon and then beaten with a stick to finish the job. But there's also a different method that's more team-based and less dramatic, using large nets. Fishers spot arapaimas coming up for air, then work together to surround the fish with massive nets. Once trapped, the fish are carefully hauled towards smaller boats. It's still tough work after all. After the arapaima are caught, the small fishing boats don't head straight home. They all make their way to a central gathering point, kind of like a floating market for giant fish. Here, the freshly caught arapaimas are sold to large-scale buyers who are ready to take things to the next level. From there, the fish are sent straight to the processing facility, where the real work begins. First, they're gutted and thoroughly cleaned. Then, each fish is weighed and tagged with detailed information: size, weight, catch location, everything you'd need to trace it back. And then, it's go time. For local buyers, the fish are sold fresh. We're talking still glassy eyes, fresh from the water level freshness. But for orders coming from farther away, the fish are either quick frozen or packed under heavy ice right on larger transport boats to keep them pristine all the way to their final destination. The mighty arapaima isn't just a fish in parts of South America, it's practically a multi-purpose toolkit. Local communities have found all sorts of traditional uses for this freshwater giant. Its bony tongue, for instance, is believed to have medicinal properties. Even its massive, armor-like scales don't go to waste. They're often used as natural nail file. Once the frozen arapaima reach the processing plant, the real work begins. These giants are first completely thawed to ensure an even, safe handling process. After defrosting, each fish goes through a thorough quality check. Every detail is inspected, from the condition of the flesh to the tags and data attached to it. Only when everything checks out are the fish moved on to the next stage. Skilled workers carefully cut them down into large meat portions, preparing the hefty fillets for markets near and far. With a fish this big, every slice counts. After that, the large slabs of arapaima meat are handed over to skilled workers for filleting. Luckily, this fish has very few bones, which makes the job much easier and faster. The fillets are then thoroughly rinsed, neatly trimmed into smaller portions, and carefully weighed and counted. Once everything is just right, the portions are packed, vacuum sealed, and ready for the next step, either hitting the local market or getting shipped out to distant destinations. Clean, efficient, and nothing goes to waste. Arapaima is a true culinary treasure in the Amazon region, often called the cod of the Amazon, and for good reason. Its meat is boneless, tender, and super versatile. Locals traditionally salt and dry the meat, rolling it up into cigar-shaped bundles that can be tied and stored for long periods without spoiling, a smart method in areas without much refrigeration. One fish can feed a whole family or even a small village. Besides drying and salting, arapaima can be cooked in all kinds of delicious ways. Because its meat is firm, boneless, and mild in flavor, it's incredibly versatile. Some people stew it with local herbs and vegetables for a hearty meal, or pan-fry slices until golden and crispy on the outside. In more modern kitchens, arapaima is also used for making juicy fish burgers, flavorful ceviche, or even gourmet sashimi-style dishes. However, because arapaima is considered a rare and highly prized delicacy, it has unfortunately been overfished in many parts of the Amazon. To protect this iconic species, several fishing restrictions have been introduced, including seasonal bans and size limits. In response, conservation groups have stepped in to raise awareness among local communities and implement research programs. These efforts include tagging wild arapaima with tracking chips to study their movement and behavior, as well as developing sustainable breeding projects to help boost their numbers. With over 1.2 billion sheep worldwide, these animals are raised for soft wool, rich milk, and tender meat. From ancient herds to modern mega-farms in Australia and New Zealand, sheep remain essential to global agriculture. Every morning begins with grazing, milking, or shearing, and ends in markets across the world. This is the story of nature's most versatile farm animal. Sheep were the first domesticated over 11,000 years ago, kick-starting organized livestock farming. Sheep are incredibly versatile animals raised for their soft wool, tender meat, and rich milk. Today, there are over 1.2 billion sheep in the world. The top producers include China, Australia, India, Sudan, and New Zealand, with Australia alone exporting over 50,000 live sheep per shipment across the ocean. Whether it's for milk, meat, or wool, sheep are at the heart of some of the most important agricultural economies worldwide. The journey begins with choosing the right breed. Breeds like Dorper, Suffolk, and Texel are popular due to their rapid growth and high meat yield. For milk, East Frisian and Awassi sheep are among the best. Picking the right breed means better productivity and healthier animals. Every morning starts with feeding. Sheep primarily graze on grass, but during dry or cold seasons, they're given hay, grains, and mineral-rich supplements to stay healthy and productive. Spring is lambing season. Ewes are pregnant for about 5 months. and the warm weather ensures they have access to the nutrition needed to carry and nurse their lambs. And here's a fun fact: lambs can recognize their mother's voice within days of being born. Newborn lambs need warmth, proper nutrition, and gentle care to grow strong. Their mother's milk, rich in fats and nutrients, helps them grow quickly. From just 10 to 20 days old, lambs begin weaning and gradually switch to young grass and special feed. By just a few months, their signature thick wool begins to form, and they start contributing to the farm's productivity. Here's something wild. Sheep wool never stops growing. Without regular shearing, some sheep can grow up to 40 kilograms of wool, causing overheating, blindness, or even death. On the farm, skilled shearers work quickly but gently, ensuring that each sheep is safely shorn without harm. Shearing is essential for their health and is often done once a year, yielding around 4–8 kilograms of wool per sheep. After shearing, sheep are treated with anti-parasitic sprays, vitamins, and are marked for identification. This keeps them healthy and infection-free. Each ewe can produce up to 3 liters of rich, creamy milk per day, perfect for making gourmet cheese. Sheep are gently guided into the milking area, where their udders are cleaned before being connected to automatic milking machine. Sheep milk is a nutrient powerhouse, containing more calcium, protein, and vitamins than cow's milk. It's used to make premium cheeses like Roquefort and Pecorino. In fact, some dairy sheep can produce up to 600 liters of milk per year. That's enough for over 120 kilograms of cheese. Sheep are typically harvested for meat when they reach 6 to 12 months of age. Transporting sheep by trucks and ships is common in major sheep-producing regions like Australia and New Zealand. In fact, Australia exports over 1 million live sheep annually by sea. At the port, the sheep are transferred onto massive livestock ships. And here's something you might not expect. Some live export ships can carry over 50,000 sheep at once. These floating farms are equipped with feeding systems, water supply, and onboard veterinarians. The sheep are monitored around the clock during long sea journeys. After days at sea, the cargo ship arrives at its destination port. Here, the sheep are unloaded with the same level of care and precision as when they were loaded. At the meat factory, sheep carcasses are divided into smaller parts such as ribs, shoulder, calf, thigh, according to market requirements. This process is often performed by automatic cutting machines and industrial lines, creating neat and even meat parts. Then, skilled workers manually trim fat, check hygiene indicators like bacteria levels and heavy metals, and vacuum seal the meat for safe delivery. Lamb meat has a rich, slightly gamey flavor and is often grilled, stewed, or turned into kebabs. It's a high-protein, heart-friendly meat rich in iron, vitamin B12, and unsaturated fats, making it a favorite in both traditional and modern kitchen. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.